Hello, everybody.
Hey, guys.
Joe here.
Kevin.
Okay, so last week, probably the best episode so far.
Yeah, it was really good. It was really tense.
The whole way through.
The standoff outside the jail that Carl Weathers had to go out and kind of talk Bear down
Carl
on.
Weathers.
Good for Bear, who seems like at least a moderately reasonable person.
Yes.
Which means he has no shot in the family with a guy like Dodd. And I wanted to talk about Dodd a little bit because he's one great character, great performance by Jeffrey Donovan,
nailing it,
absolutely nailing it, right? But I feel like we saw last week that he's kind of a paper man a little bit. Like when he has the advantage, when he's bullying somebody smaller, like his little brother Rye, or like his daughter, you know what I mean? He probably is incredibly dangerous, right?
Sure.
And he talks the talk all the time, but there were a couple of times where we saw that he's actually kind of weak.
Yeah.
There were two in that episode that really stood out to me as like, what is this guy? The first one is when Bear was beating him, and
he had to have his.
He had Hansi hold the gun on him so that he could beat him back.
Completely.
That is cowardly bully stuff, right?
Oh yeah, straight
he
up.
didn't even tell like Hansi put the gun down and we're going to finish this. Like, man,
hold that gun there.
Hold the gun on him so I can beat him. And then even worse, the one that really stood out to me was in the basement.
Yeah.
When he was hunting Peggy, and in a noise he got startled and shot and killed one of his own guys.
His own guy.
He shot his own guy standing there, which means he panicked a little bit.
What a leader.
He's just a bully in a big man's body.
There's some imposter syndrome.
Absolutely,
there.
Yeah, right.
Totally, and like the thing with that is like there's always a bigger fish,
for sure.
You know what I mean? And Dodd's not that. Look, he's not that guy. Like you said, he's probably formidable. I'm sure he could probably jack some people up. But they're people that are smaller than him.
Yeah, right. He's a punch down guy.
He wouldn't stand a chance against his brother, against Lou.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like he is a bit of a.
Well, even when he got in Lou's face, he had four other guys standing there with guns behind Lou. You know what I mean? He didn't get in Lou's face alone in an alley.
That's why he felt strong there.
The two guys they went and beat up in the donut shop, he took a cattle prod to him. You know,
he did have a weapon. That's a great point. That's a fantastic point.
Yeah, I think Dodd is just a bully, which is why he's such a male chauvinist as well. You know what I mean? He's very misogynistic too, because he feels like I can be a tyrant over women because
I'm a big strong man.
I'm a big strong man.
Yeah.
They're weaker than me. Yeah. Dodd's a bit of a fraud, and I wonder if that kind of comes to fruition later in the show, as part of his downfall. Because Peggy took him down. Peggy took him down hard.
She's not a criminal. Well, she's a criminal, but
she's a criminal.
She's not trained or anything. You know what I mean? Like she doesn't do that for a living.
She's just a little. What did
touched?
Yeah,
You're a little touched, aren't you?
What did Danton say? You're a little touched, aren't you?
And I really want to see like how this all plays out too, right? Because while they were there, I mean, Kansas City, they stormed the compound.
Right,
Mom might be dead.
Yeah, Mom and the granddaughter, and I don't know how much we've gotten their names.
I don't know his daughter's name.
I don't know if it's ever been said.
I don't think it has.
Everyone just calls her like euphemisms, right? Like,
sure.
Darling,
whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know if they have said her name, let us know. Because
I don't think Dodd said her name.
No, I don't think so.
Because it's just so dehumanizing the way they talk about her.
Do we know Jean Smart's name? I mean, obviously it's Mrs. Gerhardt.
They've called her Mrs. Gerhardt a lot, but I think they've said her name.
Okay.
Like in the slideshow in the first episode when they were talking.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
The Brad Garrett was doing. I think he said her name, but we don't get it much. We get Mrs. Gerhardt and Ma.
Sure.
Basically.
It does help when you have known actors.
It really does.
Like, oh yeah, Jean Smart. Yeah.
Yes, multi-Emmy award-winning actress Jean Smart.
She's the best.
Yeah. All right. I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say that was it.
All right. If we get started here, do want to thank all of our Patreon subscribers for being with us. Thank you, guys. A special shout out to our super patrons: NJ, MTZ93, Action Warrior Lurker, Anna, Bales Foldez, ZY, Jeff, Derek Peterson, Yannick from Montreal, Sudogun Varapu, Jamie Morgan, Christy Goverston, Diana Berry, Trey Contreras, Humain Mac, Wolfgang Wolf, Lindsay Swift, Squick, Sweet Baby Silvernail, Adam Pacio, Matt Tyler, David Adler, Chris O'Donnell, KDK, Seth Walker, Everett Nation, Doc Cooley, Taylor, and Andy Schreiber. Thanks so much, guys. As always, we're very grateful when you're here with us.
Yes, we are. And if you're watching this on YouTube the first time, welcome to our channel. If you mind hitting the like button for us, please leave us a comment down below and hit the subscribe button so you stay up to date with the new content we've coming your way.
Description below, link to our Patreon page for full-length watch-alongs. We are several episodes ahead on Patreon of where we're on YouTube on Fargo.
Oh, yeah.
If you want to rise to any kind of power in this organization, is something you'd better learn.
This might be Kansas City.
Yeah.
On the skyline.
Washing machines or cocaine, whores, or horseradish. They, the powers.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That was a good reveal.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Was that one of the guys? I can't tell.
I didn't recognize him.
It's a good music choice, though.
Oh, yeah. This is a cool montage.
Yeah. That was really stupid of Ed to leave that belt buckle in the fireplace.
I know. And if we're just cutting ahead, it's like, what's up with Ed? Did Hansi get up with him?
I mean, yeah, really. Yeah, Hansi was chasing him down, wasn't he? Good visual storytelling.
Absolutely.
Bearing him with the dress so you know it was him right up.
Nothing. 2 days.
What about my dad?
Yeah.
He shits and sleeps.
Ooh.
I swear I thought your father was the problem. His nature, and towards women.
Listen to your grandma.
Not enough of us left to start telling the truth.
You really going to be taken off right now? I mean...
Me, you should be taken.
No, you're good. Floyd.
Interesting that Lou's not taking him after the whole thing at the jail.
Yeah.
I guess he kept up his end of the bargain
Sure.
and left.
No, yeah.
Where's your brother?
Oh, Jesus. Going to the monastery.
It'd be really funny.
There's also a chance, someone else who's watching it first time with this said, there's also a chance that Peggy just wrapped up Dodd and took off with him, you know what I mean, as a hostage.
Maybe. That'd be wild.
It would be.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put it past her, though. I wouldn't put anything past her.
She's so unpredictable.
She's a loose cannon.
It's a great character because you never know what she's going to do next. You really don't.
Yeah.
Had some differences with your oldest boy yesterday.
How'd that go for you?
Let's call it a draw. Husband dead, plus your youngest. Grandson in jail, and now Dodd's missing, we hear.
Yeah, she's going to lose a lot.
Yeah.
I shot a man through the teeth in Vichy, France. Still see his face every night before bed.
Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah, that sucks.
I've known Ed Blomquist since short pants. If he's working for the Kansas City mob, I'll cut off my toe.
This, then that. No. I don't know where it starts or how it ends.
She seems like a fairly reasonable person compared to everybody else.
Yeah, her and Bear.
Give us something actionable, and maybe we make this whole northern expansion unpalatable.
Snitch.
Basically.
Yeah.
You said yourself, hard to be simple in times of complication.
Yeah, it's a war. I mean,
she said herself, they're not going to stop.
Yeah.
Like, you can't outlast them.
At this point, you can save lives, you know?
Yeah.
Now I'm standing here with blood on my socks.
Oh, that's
The hell you say?
Adam Arkin.
Braverman stood for you.
Yeah. That sounds just like him.
A man should be judged on the content of his character, not the color of his skin.
Yeah, he's dead. You're gonna need a different quote.
Ugh. Wow.
2 weeks.
You got
His
2
father
days.
is Alan Arkin, right?
Then I'm sending the Undertaker.
Okay, cool. He looks just like his dad here.
Dad or brother, yeah. God, this is so dumb.
Son of a bitch!
Yeah, not a great plan.
She came to argue with him.
You were supposed to kill my dad, not the old cripple.
What's the difference? To quote Louis XVI.
He's a smart guy. Educated guy.
Yeah.
I'm talking about a promise. You could have killed me shooting up the house, or
doesn't
Grandma.
care.
Read the room, man. Oh.
Would you say you're her favorite?
Who?
The mater familias. In my experience.
See,
There you go.
I thought he was going to let her go there for a second.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
Good.
That was good timing.
Second time you could have shot that guy.
Guy went for the gun, yeah.
Walk her out, huh?
What about you?
Not saying don't come back.
Yeah. Lou's like, I'm capable. I got
That's the
this.
second time that guy's pulled a gun on him. Arrest him.
I know he won't do it. He's a by the book kind of guy. You know what I mean? You're
Well, I
going
mean,
to jail.
He should be in jail.
But he easily could have shot him.
Yeah.
Justified.
I mean, really, yeah.
That the last place you should be is in a hotel room with those fellas, especially given what's happening.
You won't tell, though.
What? Oh, come on,
Ben.
dude. Oh! I approve.
Yeah. You earned that one, idiot.
If that had been Lou in the elevator, he'd be like, back up off me.
Yeah, get off me.
I'm going, but I'm done lying down for men.
Just make better decisions. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. She was lucky she escaped that moment.
Well, that pullback.
Oh.
I was at a weed. So I bought a dime bag from Packy.
She's a bad liar.
Yeah. Her own family might kill her.
Like, I can squirt weed other places. Thanks for the,
Come on, I'll give you a ride.
Don't say no.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing. I own 2 pairs of shoes. A summer pair and one for winter. We're not meant to have more than we can handle.
That's a good line.
You're saying capitalism is a problem?
No. Greed. Making this thing all or nothing.
Greed is a byproduct of capitalism.
They're kind of synonymous.
We can't leave because we're the future. The past can no more become the future than the future can become the past.
Yeah, corporations are coming.
Yeah. A centerpiece.
Just don't be offended next time if I don't say hello before I shoot.
Yeah, 3rd time's the charm, right?
I mean, really.
Yeah. I like your instincts. That's great.
She's got good self-preservation
Hell
skills.
Yeah. Yeah, she ain't messing around. I believe her.
Jeez.
God.
Carl Weathers, that is a...
Sonny's already called dibs on the floor.
Wait, did what?
I'd give you the sofa seat except for my back.
What's the matter with your back?
It hurts when I sleep on. Or you and the kid could grab a plate and see why they call me the Breakfast King of Loyola.
Breakfast King. Nice.
Breakfast King of Loyola.
By the way, I used to have that same spatula, except it was blue. It was a hand-me-down for sure.
bullshit. After everything he did? That you seen him do to me?
That's fair.
Yeah.
Just telling you what he is to you.
What's he to you?
I think he's talking himself into killing her to get back at Dodd, and that's why he said call him Dad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
you guys are a close relationship, and I'm punishing him. So how much of this is about
where are we going?
Being with Milligan, and how much of it is about he got my son arrested?
Hand in hand, you know what I mean? Like, let's just say he has reasons. But
yeah, this is exactly like The Sopranos, isn't it?
Oh my God, yeah.
It wasn't against you. What I did, I didn't mean.
You did get your grandfather killed.
Yeah.
How many dead now? They're kicking our ass.
That's on you.
Some of it, yeah.
Your own grandfather. That's you.
No.
Yeah, Rye's not on her.
Grandma wanted to negotiate, but Dodd.
You can blame my dad. But...
Yeah.
I'm the victim here. What was I supposed to do?
Yeah.
Nah.
Like you said, shave my head. Run me out. I'll go away and never.
This is pretty hardcore.
Yeah, it is.
It's already done.
Oh.
I think if he didn't have both motivations, he wouldn't have done it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
If he didn't hate Dodd about what happened to Charlie, he wouldn't have done it.
Yep.
He would have run her out of town.
It's the escalation, right?
Yeah.
It's not just escalating between Kansas City, it's escalating inside their own family.
Yeah.
Break the cast up?
Yeah.
Damn.
Guy called for you again.
What guy?
Says he knows Dad, where he is.
It might be Ed, honestly.
Yeah. I'm surprised we haven't seen Dodd or Ed or
People
Peggy
think
to this point
it's
in the
wrong.
episode.
Yeah.
But I think it's beautiful.
They're getting quite a gathering of people at their
I
house,
know.
aren't they?
I love the sense of community.
Yeah. I forgot that what's her name is there too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Still breathing.
Thank God.
The boys there?
Do you mean the king of breakfast?
Took some doing, but we convinced her the only way this thing was going to end up in the win column was if she puts us in the game.
That's probably true.
Okay, so her name is Floyd.
Oh, yeah. Good catch.
Yeah.
What's that supposed to mean?
Murder in the first and the like.
What's the point of the damn deal if it doesn't cover murder?
You can't let you kill people.
Right.
Kansas City runs most of their dope through an outfit called Legit Trucking. Go to Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Legit Trucking is the name of their front.
It's pretty funny. It's totally legitimate.
They store their gack in 2 different places. There's a nail salon on Robertson and an auto repair shop on First.
Oh, look at that. That's good.
Yeah.
Also, I hear they got weapons stashed on the roof.
Well, how many weapons are in that hotel room alone? You know,
right?
Hello.
The Undertaker's coming. You're done.
Guess it's been 2 days.
There you go.
What do you think?
I think we just chose a side.
Yeah, you did.
Absolutely.
Description matches the Gerhardt's man. Been missing.
Where?
Sioux Falls.
Oh.
There we go.
Pursuit means they could be close, right? Peggy and Ed hold up somewhere.
Or on the road.
If we're lucky, yeah. The troopers got roadblocks set up.
He's definitely got Dodd.
I think so.
They've got
I think
Dodd
so.
for sure.
We just promised to give the Gerhardts a free pass. You better run it by the captain. That's all I'm saying.
You're spineless.
Yeah.
You're a shit cop. You know that, right?
Stop it. I'm fine.
Oh.
He worries too much. Like this. Sending you over.
Men. Listen, if I was building an ark and they said you can only take 2 people, man and wife, I'd take him and you over him and her any day.
That's really sweet.
Yeah.
You look after them. Right?
God, that hit me.
Tell him if he needs to get married again, it's okay. Just not Rhonda Knutson.
The Knutsons were from Lebowski, too.
Were they?
Just make sure he feeds her more than jerky.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. That was really affecting. Yeah, Carl's a good guy.
Yeah, he is. Remember her on 30 Rock?
Yeah, she does a lot of stuff.
She was so good.
She pops up a lot in things.
Yeah,
and
she
like,
does.
I'm glad she's getting more recognition now as an actress.
Yeah. I don't understand the symbols.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I mean, I guess if he's by himself, is
Whatever, yeah.
yeah.
Let a man have a hobby.
Yeah.
Or he's like looking for aliens too.
Maybe.
Tell Simone to come see me. I want to apologize.
So that's calligraphy, right? I mean, no. The symbols, like, what is that called? Like, if you're like studying, I don't know.
You're Indian. He's on the phone. Hansi says he found Dad.
He didn't have a choice there.
Yeah. It goes to show you who's running the show here.
Are we going to get any explanation of what's been going on with Hansi and Peggy and Dot and Ed?
Unless they're saving it for next week.
Yeah. Are they going to
Kill Mike?
to kill Mike? Because the guy said you're done on the phone. I thought it just meant like go home.
Yeah, that's what I assumed as well.
Gentlemen.
Ooh. Dang.
So they were probably coming to kill him.
Probably.
We tell the boss the Gerhardt's got him.
It's a great misdirect.
Yeah. I like how he set up the Undertaker and he's just gone in 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Yes.
Today's your lucky day.
Yep.
I've got Dodd Gerhardt in the trunk of my car. You want him?
Yeah, okay.
You're not a criminal mastermind, man.
You know what? They've got Dodd.
They do have him, but still. It's just such a goof.
So, did he call both sides then? If he had to be the one also calling the Gerhardts.
I guess so then, yeah. Not to mention, Hansi said that he has Dodd, so he's probably on their tail.
Yeah.
It is a great song. All right.
Okay, yeah, that confused me for a second. All right, so yeah, you're right. They called multiple times, and the first couple times was probably Ed.
Sure.
They wouldn't take the call, and the last time was Hansi calling.
Yeah.
Saying he knows where he is.
Yep.
So, yeah,
So
they're probably all
kind
of together. Yeah.
On their tail.
God.
Okay, it's gonna drive me nuts. What is that called though? Like, so obviously, like, what is her dad's name again? Ted Danson? Is it George?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Detective Lafferty or something like that.
Sure,
I don't know if they said his first name.
It goes back to our conversation at the beginning with all these characters, but
yeah, no one's actually having their given names used.
But that is like that's called something, like when you're like studying like old like symbols, and I can't think of what it's called.
I don't know.
But I didn't even recognize like what era that is, or what language. You know what I mean?
No, that didn't look like anything real. That didn't look like hieroglyphics or anything.
Or like,
I don't know
for a second I was like, is it Norse? And I was like, I don't know.
No, because there were like shapes and stuff in there too. I think he's probably like into the alien stuff. They look more like crop circle stuff to me, honestly, than anything.
I mean, I guess like I said, his wife's gone. He's alone. Keep yourself busy.
He's got a hobby that has something to do with symbolism.
Sure,
symbology. I don't know.
Symbology, yeah. But I think it was such a great choice this episode to not have us see Ed, Peggy, and Dodd. That's the big question from last week, right? We were all like, what's going to happen there? And they're like, no, we're going to wait. We're going to wait.
We may get a flashback episode. You know what I mean? To where, because we had they're talking about like cops getting shot and bars getting shot and stuff.
Yeah.
So we may do that, or we may just pick up right here and assume that
either way,
Hansi's murdering his way across the country, chasing these guys down.
And we can even like speed run that in the next episode, just that kind of shows their perspective. This is what they were dealing with.
Well, and I think. Did he say they were near Sioux Falls?
Yeah, he said. Yeah.
Okay, so this is where we're headed towards the massacre.
Yeah, Hansi killed 2 cops or shot 2 cops in Sioux Falls. That's
okay. Yeah, I thought so. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we're headed probably towards that now.
I'm not even sure what episode was this.
7.
7. Okay, cool. So
we probably got 3 left.
Sure.
So we're not done.
No.
But I feel like we're heading towards something pretty rough in Sioux Falls.
Well, it's like the last 3 episodes of the first season were bananas. So I'm expecting us to be in for something pretty wild.
Well, because if Hansi is in Sioux Falls because Ed and Peggy and Dodd are there, and now it looks like the Gerhardts are going to come too.
Yeah.
Plus, you have
Kansas City.
You have Ed calling Kansas City saying, "I've got Dodd." Everyone could be converging in Sioux Falls at once for a bloody massacre.
And it's honestly like it's more Mike's thing than it is Kansas City's thing now. It's like
Mike's kind of operating on his own.
If the Undertaker was there to kill him, obviously it's like self-preservation. But like I do feel like at this point, Mike has been so invested in all this that it's personal.
Yeah, he didn't look like he was going to kill him, but maybe he was.
It's so menacing how he walked up. It's hard to tell.
It is quite possible he's just coming to say like, okay, tell me where you're at.
Yeah.
Get your butt back to Kansas City. I'm taking over now. You know what I mean?
Totally.
Because, I don't see reason to kill Mike for just not succeeding in this
Darth
war.
Vader?
Yeah, exactly.
Don't fail me. Yeah.
I mean, maybe they were going to. We'll obviously never know because Mike struck really fast, like instantly on the handshake.
It was a lot like that scene from Django where Christoph Waltz walks up.
Just walks up and shoots him.
Yeah, it was really good, man.
But yeah, who knows really? But yeah, it looks like Mike is saying, "I'm not taking the demotion or whatever." He kills the guy and he's going to stay and to finish the job, and now he knows to take his guys and head off to Sioux Falls.
How many people he's taking with him, I don't know.
He had a lot in the hotel room with him at that one. There were 15 guys with him.
Yeah.
So he's got muscle available.
And it's like, okay, so by the end of this show, who do you think is gonna do you think all the Gerhardts are just gonna be wiped out?
Yeah, I do. I don't think there's a path where this just doesn't end. I think what we're getting an economic story, right? We've literally had Ronald Reagan on the show, right? And we've talked about, Reagan era prosperity is on the way and everything, right? And what Reagan era prosperity really was let's get rid of taxes on rich people and hand the keys to the country to corporations.
Yeah, hello corporate America.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think that's where everything kind of gets America gets redesigned basically by those decisions, right? Yeah. Completely, and we're still dealing with the aftermath because we're still on that path.
Yeah, totally.
So I think the Gerhardts and the Kansas City mob represent that battle with the mom and pop business.
Completely
is going to get swallowed up by the corporate business.
Yeah,
right. It's going to happen. I think Kansas City and probably Milligan is standing on top of the mountain when the show ends. Right. I think there's no.
I wouldn't be shocked if Milligan.
And I think all the Gerhardts are dead, and I think that's what it is. I think it's like, right, we've expanded into these new territories, and now what are the next territories? Because that's what America is a big corporate business.
That would be very fitting too.
Absolutely.
Now, one thing I do expect is one half of the brothers that's silent.
Mm-hmm.
I do think that Lou's probably going to shoot that guy. Just because he's done it twice.
He's really asked for it twice.
Twice. And he's like, next time, I'm not going to knock before I shoot you. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so there you go. I mean, like, that's third time's the charm, I think. Because I do think, obviously, we're going to get a ton of bodies in Sioux Falls, right? They've been alluding to that forever.
And we know at least some of the police, we know that Lou and the sheriff, at least, are on their way to Sioux Falls, too. Yep. Everybody's converging
going to
there
Sioux Falls.
That's right. There's going to be a big... I mean, like we said, that Reagan movie at the beginning of the first episode, which is not a real movie, by the way, was called Massacre at Sioux Falls. Yeah. That's how they started the season. It was with a giant screen full of Massacre at Sioux Falls. So we're headed to that.
In the first season, they're like, Sioux Falls, that wasn't human. You know what I mean? Like, they just talk about it. Like, I think it's great that we're still building this up.
Perfectly setting this up, yeah.
So, like, they got to land the plan on this one. And I think they will. Sure. This season has been impeccable.
It's been great, yeah.
Do you think that Ed and Peggy are going to make it out?
It would be wild if Ed and Peggy are fine by the end of this.
They just go back home?
Yeah, exactly. They just go home over a mountain of bodies. and there's so many things that they probably should be in prison for, but even if they don't die, I don't know how, because we know Lou makes it out just fine.
Yeah.
He's about the only one we know makes it out just fine.
Yeah.
As far as the people involved in this mess.
His father-in-law could die. Ted Danson
absolutely.
Could die.
Ted Danson could easily die because we don't know what happens with him after this.
Sure.
But I don't see a universe when all the dust settles that if Ed and Peggy are still alive, he's not throwing handcuffs on them. You know what I mean?
That's who he is.
I feel like they're either because they are guilty of a whole lot of crimes.
Absolutely.
I don't even know what all they'd be charged with, or they don't make it out.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or both of them, or whatever. But yeah, I feel like if Ed and Peggy live through this, they're going to jail.
In a just world, right?
Yeah, the movie Fargo, which is, by the way, still I think my favorite Coen Brothers movie personally.
My top 5 for sure.
I do, of the 6 or 8 that I've seen, but I do feel like that scene, where how the movie ends with everyone just kind of getting arrested and not everybody dies. I think somebody's going to prison. You know what I mean? I think Ed is going to take. Not Ed, sorry. I think Lou very well could have Ed and Peggy locked up in the back of his car, at the end of the show.
The thing is, in the first season though, nobody went to jail.
Right.
I mean, like it was very similar to the movie.
Sure.
But yeah, no, for the most part, the criminals just went in a body bag.
Right.
I mean, even Lester.
It'd be wild if Hansi was the only one that ends up arrested by the end of this. He's like the last man standing.
That guy's too scary to live, I feel like. You know what I mean? Like
he's pretty scary. Yeah.
He's a cold-blooded killer.
Yeah.
You can't stop that guy.
He's kind of this season's Malvo, or
a little bit,
Sugar, a little bit. He's just like the unstoppable killing machine. He's that guy this season.
And like, what's so fascinating about this is I don't want to get ahead of myself, but it's like just trying to I think we have a sense of the show now, right?
Sure.
We're head towards the end of season 2. What is going to carry over into future seasons thematically? You know what I mean? Like, right. What are we going to return to? And how many times can you do that? And how can you reinvent that and turn it on its head? You know what I mean?
It's tough because season 1 set up season 2 as a flashback season.
Mm-hmm.
we're not doing that again. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't imagine, right?
Right. I don't. I feel like season 3 is going to kind of break from that because one, we haven't set anything up yet.
No.
Maybe they do, but that would mean season 3 has to be before 1979. And I don't know how the show goes, but I think it'd be really strange if it just keeps going back farther in time because somebody set up something earlier, something earlier. So I feel like season 3 is going to be more detached from seasons 1 and 2.
Yeah, the only thing I know about the show is the famous people involved with it.
Right, yeah,
you know what I mean? Like
absolutely.
you see them on thumbnails, or at award ceremonies.
Like every time we pull up the thumbnail,
it's John Hamm.
It's John Hamm in a cowboy hat.
Yeah.
So there's no way of really knowing when that is, you know?
Sure. I would assume that's the latest season. I think it is the latest season.
Oh, it's the latest season.
Oh, but you mean like time? Like what time? What time?
I don't
period?
know the timeline. Yeah,
Sure.
I know it's the last season because it's the only one that on Hulu I saw like montages like watch our shows, and that was he was in that. But that's really all I can tell you.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Lamorne Morris is in it too, I think, right? Because because he won an Emmy.
You know what? I might have known that.
Yeah, because he won
a
an
long
Emmy
time ago.
Last year, I think. I don't know.
I don't know
fairly recently, but yeah, and I
love Lamorne Morris, so I'm good with that.
He's fantastic,
Yeah.
and the show is great. I love the fact that A-list stars want to be involved in this project because it's so good. Like on paper, a Fargo TV series should not be good.
Yeah, it's great,
but it's incredible.
Yeah. Well,
it's really strong.
Which is why I didn't watch the show the first time because I absolutely love the movie. I'm like, you cannot take this movie and turn it into a 6, 8, 10, 12, whatever they were going to do. It ended up being 10.
Yeah.
But you just at the time you just can't turn this into. You can't turn that great movie into a television show.
The movie's like what, an hour and a half, hour 40, maybe. You know,
and they didn't. They just made a new story that worked so well. Yeah.
And I do think it does stand up next to the rest of the Coen Brothers work too. It feels very in line with what they do.
Sure.
And I think we're in for a real treat next week.
Yeah. All right. We'll catch you next one, guys. Thank you.
See ya.